What is good, Sixer Nation? Sixer Sickos, you already know who this is. DFJ Hoops, like, share, subscribe, hit the bell so you don't miss any videos released on this channel. Now, let's get into this video right here. Let's talk about Tobias Harris, Houdini Harris, the black sheep of the family. So, these past few weeks, Tobias has really come under huge scrutiny, and that's because he's been playing so terribly in his last few games. Now, let's take a look at the games against the Boston Celtics and the Milwaukee Bucks. Let's talk about what transpired in that game and how Tobias Harris performed in those games. Against the Boston Celtics, he gave you 13 points, 2 rebounds, and shot 5 of 19 from the field, 2 for 7 from the three, and he took a free throw and he made that. So that was 100% from the free throw line. Now, against the Milwaukee Bucks, he gave you 8 points, 8 rebounds, shooting 3 for 11 from the field, 0 for 3 from the 3 point line, and 2 for 2 from the free throw line. So these are just the last two of his other games. Now, he's been terrible. I'm not even going to defend him on that. He's been terrible. But in his defense, he's been going through an injury, I think, because he was in and out the lineup in the month of February. So he was dealing with an injury. Now, Tobias Harris is not a very physical player. He doesn't really play through contact. If you watch him play most of the time, he tries to go away from contact, and he'll have some of these takes to the basket where he goes up so, I don't want to say soft, but he goes up so weak, and it's easy to block his shots. Now, if you watch the games, the Sixers try to get him going early. Nick Nurse tries to get him going early, but for whatever reason, he's not getting into any kind of rhythm. And you can blame him for that because he's not a very physical player. And sometimes when he gets guys that are little than him, when they find some mismatches for him on the block and on the elbows, he definitely takes advantage of those. But when he plays against guys that are his size, guys that are 6'7", 6'8", and 6'9", that's when he starts being, passive aggressive and he shies away from contact. So you can blame him because he doesn't want to play physical. He doesn't really want to go through the chest of some of these guys that guard him. And as a result, he's been playing so terrible. Now, he's having some of the worst shooting splits as a 76er. And I haven't even seen him play this terrible or have some of these terrible shooting performances in a Sixers uniform. Now, some fans are calling for him to get benched because he's not giving the Sixers any good production, and some Sixer fans would rather Ricky Council the fourth replace Tobias Harris. Now, Sixer fans do something that I really disagree with them, and they use his contract as a reason why he should be playing better. Now, yeah, I do agree he should be playing better, but I don't think his contract should be the reason why he should be playing better because I don't look at Tobias Harris as one of the best small forwards in the game. Now, he's not on the level of a Kawhi Leonard. He's not on the level of Paul George or Jason Tatum or a Jimmy Butler. Now, he's not on that level. Now, he has the tools, he has the size, he has the height, he has the wingspan, but he doesn't have the skill set. And I think that's the separator between him and some of these guys. Now, in the NBA, you don't get paid what you deserve. You get paid what you negotiate. And him and his agent were able to negotiate a very lucrative contract. And I don't think you should blame him. You should blame the 76ers organization for giving him that contract because if I was in that situation, I damn sure would have signed that. So I don't blame Tobias on that. So I just judge Tobias for who he is. And looking at him, I've been watching him for the last 5 years, and he hasn't shown me anything better than he was in the previous years that makes me so confident in him. I don't think he's that caliber of player. So I have my expectations for Tobias Harris, and the expectations I have for him are not to or not on the level of some of these small forwards that I just mentioned, like a Jimmy, like a Jason, like Kawhi or Paul George. I don't put him on that level. He's 2 tiers or 3 tiers beneath those guys. Now, with all of that being said, do I believe that Tobias Harris should be benched? No, I don't. I don't think he should be benched. Now, I know a lot of people are gonna, go at me in the comment section, but let me explain why I don't think he should be benched. For number one, he's one of the highest paid players in the league. So, as one of the highest paid players in the league, you want to get the most production you can get out of him as much as possible. And in the absence of Joel Embiid, you need somebody to step up into that second option role. Now, Tyrese Maxey is a second option, and he stepped into the first option role. So you need somebody to step into the second option role. And I believe that Tobias Harris should be the second option because he's one of the best players on this team. And the Sixers really need to make up for the production that they lost with Joel Embiid going down. Now, Joel Embiid was averaging 35 points, 11 rebounds, and 6 or 7 assists. So you need somebody to make up. Now, one player can't make up for all that production, but you do need people to step up and make up for that production. Now, these past few games, yeah, Tobias Harris has not been playing good. He hasn't been playing great. He's not been himself, but he said something at the Celtics post-game interview, which I felt very, very confident in. Now, he accepted that, yes, he is playing terrible, and he took full responsibility of that. And he said that he has to be better. So I believe that he'll definitely work on his game. He'll definitely put the work in at practice and come out a lot better than he's been in these past few games. Now, I believe against the Charlotte Hornets, um, that should be a game where he should come out and take full advantage of that situation because the Charlotte Hornets are not a very good team. So you use games like that to get into rhythm and get back on track and do what you're supposed to do, which is step into that second option role and give the Sixers very good production. Now, a second reason why I don't think he should be benched is we don't have any other option on the bench. Now, some fans are saying that Ricky Council can, play at the small forward position, and he can give you the same level of production that Tobias Harris gives you, if not more. Now, number one, Ricky Council the fourth, shout out to him. He's a fearless guy. I really like his game, but he's an undrafted rookie. And I don't believe that if you put him in that position, he's going to give you more than what Tobias Harris is capable of giving you. Now, Ricky Council is a very fearless guy. Like I said, he attacks the basket. Like he searches for contact. Now, he's the opposite of Tobias Harris. He searches for contact, but Tobias Harris doesn't search for contact, and he applies a lot of rim pressure. But I mean, at his young age, you can't really trust him shooting the three. He's not a good 3-point shooter. He's not a good playmaker, and he's not a good rebounder. Now he has raw talent. He's definitely developing into a regular NBA player. But I don't think that if you replace Ricky Council with Tobias Harris and you put him in a starting lineup at the small forward position and give him 30 plus minutes a game, I don't really think that he's going to make that much of a difference. And these are the reasons why I think Tobias Harris should not be benched. Whatever you guys think, you can leave your thoughts right down below. Again, if you enjoyed this video, please make sure you hit the like button, hit the notification bell, and also don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Until next time, peace.